Okay, so Scottie Barnes versus Magic Johnson. These two players are going to be probably compared to each other for a very long time. So let's get down. Let's actually check out the differences and the comparisons between these two amazing players. Okay, so Magic Johnson was very different between himself and every other player at the time. Magic Johnson was able to handle that ball very well, going through the legs there, and still being able to finish at a height that was considered a center or a forward back in the day. So for his ability to pass and to become point guard is, in my opinion, legendary. Right here we can see him on a fast break looking this way, but guess where he passes? Right over towards his right side. We actually see this with Scottie Barnes. And we see this right here where at this point he's looking over here, trying to shift the defense towards this right side, but then guess where he passes? Over towards that left side to his teammate, Thaddeus Young, for the dunk. Now, while Scottie Barnes was very good at passing and is very good at passing, he's also very good at cutting to the basket right here. This is actually something I taught to my team last night. So if you are a low post player, watch what Scottie Barnes' teammate does here. He gets in position to post up, and look, he hops out towards the mid-post area. There's a reason for this. By being away from the block, it's going to give you options to drive. That's number one. Number two, it gives your point guard or your guards or your perimeter players an opportunity to cut down either the baseline or the middle of the key. This then allows passing lanes to your teammates for dunks. So being able to move off ball for Scottie Barnes, when he's got teammates who will post up correctly and hop out towards the mid post so that he can move off ball and cut down the middle of the key, is beneficial for himself as well. And let's not forget that Magic Johnson can finish at the rim as well. He has multiple different ways of finishing. Here he can go around his back, get away from that defender, and finish with a finger roll. He can even use his handles so that now when he crosses up a player, he's still using that off arm if that defender was actually tight enough to him, to be able to drive to the rim and finish over top of defenses. There's so many different ways that Magic Johnson can finish, and with his passing ability, he had teammates who can also score around the rim. And we see this with Scottie Barnes as well. He's got teammates who can finish at the rim. He also has teammates who like to rim run or run towards the rim when they're off ball, especially in fast breaks, so that Scottie can get them the ball. See, the thing with Scottie Barnes and Magic Johnson is their height. They have a lot of height. They have a passing ability as well. Having that height allows them to see over top of defenses so that they can get these passes through, this one being a no-look pass. And for all the young players who don't like to make contact in-game, I really want to show this to you right here. Using your off arm to create separation between yourself and the defender can allow you to finish without any contention at all at the rim. And also using body contact as well, hopping into your player who's also moving along with you. We have to remember, if he's running along and you can hop into him, land on 2 feet, at that point, you're going to be able to move him out of the way, but number two, it's not a foul. You can then pivot back around and go for a little bit of a jump hook. The major difference that I do see between Magic Johnson and Scottie Barnes is Magic Johnson, at least in his older days, he was not willing to take all that much contact. He would be much more willing to make that pass instead. One thing I haven't seen from Scottie Barnes just as of yet is his ability to tap rebounds towards his teammates like we see here, and I personally as a player like doing that myself. Now this may be just something that I would like to see, but I would actually kind of like to see this running jump hook from Scottie Barnes. That would be kind of fun to see. However, he does do this spin move with the little bit of a hook shot. He does do that a lot, and I love seeing that. Magic Johnson used a lot of his speed when he started getting pressured like this. However, Scottie Barnes likes to use his body and then turn it into speed. How he was able to do it here was he was able to use his off arm to try to create a lane and an angle, and then that quick hop making it look like he was about to spin right, then turning back around quickly without taking a step, using this as a pivot, essentially, a pivot point to turn back towards that sideline. You generally don't want to go up the sideline, but if you can get that angle in front of your defender, you can get up that sideline quite quickly, and then you can create multiple opportunities for your teammates if you were to drive down the middle of the key. As we can see here, he's able to still finish. Both Scottie Barnes and Magic Johnson are some some of the best players, in my opinion, to ever play in the NBA, even though Scottie Barnes is still just a simple rookie. Scottie Barnes is probably going to be a top 5 player in about 3 years, and he could be even a top 5 player next year. We'll just have to see. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. I hope that this video has helped you become a better basketball player. If it has, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.